So
I remember Cardi B said that. She said, "I don't let my kids listen to my own music." And I'm like, how many other parents are following this? Like, they let
mhm,
their kids listen to all that type of music. Though adults gonna be adults though. I just think these kids, the
right.
music is influencing the youth though.
Yeah.
But don't you feel like nowadays, wrong is right and the right is wrong? They're trying to make it seem like.
They are. They are. Yep, because they're trying to say. I mean, I'm not against anybody. Don't get me wrong. Everybody to each their own. But they're trying to say, oh, if you feel like a girl, then you're a girl, or if you feel like,
Yeah.
you know, if you're a girl and you feel like a man, then you're a man, or there was this one thing that came out. There was a guy who said he was a 7-year-old boy or something like that, and that's wrong. You know.
Man, it's just sickening right now. I was. There's a sign right now I be passing on the way. It's a sign out there, billboard. I say God love trans kids, and I'm like, this is sickening. First of all, God does love everybody. Jesus loves everybody, I believe.
Of course,
I mean, I know for a fact He loves
of
everybody.
course.
But why are they trying to promote this homosexuality on children, though?
Right,
Why are they forcing it? Like, why are they talking about kids don't know who they is? It's
right.
just very sickening to me, though.
Mm,
Like with the Wayne Wade situation, like he's a boy, but now he's a girl. Like I just don't understand it, though.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It is evil. It's everything's becoming evil.
Yeah. How you feel about that? Dwayne Wade is converting his son over to a girl now.
I think. I mean, to each their own again, but I mean, I don't agree with that. I think boys should stay boys and girls should stay girls. I mean, God made Adam, God made Eve, and I believe that's how it should stay.
Right. I
I
totally
mean, I
agree.
have, don't get me wrong, I have lesbians in my family. I have, gay guys in my family. I love them
Everybody
dearly.
do.
I don't judge them, but if you ask me my opinion, I believe it should stay,
Uh,
man and woman.
how you feel about the cancel culture and this sensitive culture we stay in? Like nobody, people scared to say any damn thing.
I think,
Say anything.
I think it's just, I mean, be more specific. What are you talking about?
Cancel culture is like somebody say something people don't agree with. They try to cancel them and say they don't deserve to make money. Like Kanye West, for example, they were trying to cancel him with Adidas. He was talking about the Jews and he was talking about stopping abortions.
Hmm.
We need to save the babies, and people were talking about that's wrong. Like that's an example of somebody like that. Like rather than when somebody say something they don't like, they're ready to just cancel them. You shouldn't work no more, or whatever.
I think that's pretty dumb, um, because they're just. I just think it's dumb. There's no reason for it. I mean, because Kanye West is still going to be Kanye West, no matter what he says. If you're a supporter, you're a supporter. If you're not, move on, I guess.
Right. Right. I think people who be canceling people be the most judgmental people out there. Like,
Right,
yeah, it's sad, it's sad.
right.
So, if somebody decides to get married, how long should they date that person before they decide to tie the knot?
I wouldn't say there's a time frame. My grandma got married first week, and they were together for 60 years.
They
Um,
got married in what?
the first week,
So they met each other for a week?
yeah, they were in the war together, and they got married because my grandpa thought he was gonna die, but he didn't die, and they were together for 60 years.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that was before social media and everything, too.
right,
Uh,
right. I
yeah.
mean, that's a big part too. Me and my husband didn't have social media for a while, especially in the beginning of our relationship. And that helped a lot because it made us focus on each other. We weren't being distracted. We weren't being, tempted or scrolling past, girls shaking or guys shaking what they got. So, there was no distractions.
That's another thing. I'm glad you mentioned that, though, too, because I think social media got people thinking they missing out on something.
Mm-mm.
Or these big Hollywood movies like, The Notebook and what's another one? One of my faves. Goddamn. Shoot. Shoot, I can't think of. Yeah, all these Hollywood, fake Hollywood movies or whatever about this is Titanic. These movies about fake Hollywood romance. you
Yeah.
know, you know. Uh, do you feel like a lot of people feel like they compare themselves, their relationship to social media?
They what?
They compare their relationship to social media.
I do. I think some people do. But that's where you go wrong. You know, you can't compare what other people have to what you have because you don't know what goes on, behind that. It can be a facade.
Right, right. It definitely can be a facade. Because the grass ain't green on the other side. It's only greener where you water it at.
Exactly.
Uh, well, like social media, do you feel like couples should have each other accounts and go to each other phones? Because it's very temptations out here.
Um, I mean, if you feel like you need to, I guess. Me and my husband, we've always had each other's passwords. I've never really got onto his stuff unless, he's doing something. He's like, oh, babe, I got a message. Check it, and I'll check it. Or same with me. He'll hear my phone go off. I'm like, babe, who is it? Check. So it's all trust, I guess. If you have nothing to hide, then why not? Why not?
Right, right.
There's supposed to be trust. There's supposed to be that bond. You guys are supposed to hold each other down. And if you can't do something as simple as being faithful or being truthful, then you don't belong with that person.
Right, right. Should the married people hang around single people?
What is that?
The married people hang around single people.
I hang around with single people. So does my sister.
Okay.
I have single sisters. They go out to the club. Sometimes they're like, hey, let's go out. I tell my husband, hey, I'm going with my sister to the club, and he's like, yeah, go enjoy. Drinks on me. And I go, and he never wants to go. He's older than me, but I tell him, hey, my friends from school, they want to go grab a drink. And I go. So it's just all depends on the trust, I guess, that you've built and what you show over the years while you're with that person.
Right. Uh, would you say also since you've been married, I'm pretty sure other men haven't been ugly to you since you've been married.
Other men what?
Other men haven't been unattractive or ugly to you since you've been married. Other men besides your husband.
Well, I don't go around looking at people or like checking them out. I go to a store and it's not like before when I was single. When you're single, somebody opens the door for you and you're like, oh wow, he's handsome. You right away want to check that person out. But when you're married or in a relationship, or me being married, that radar kind of goes off. So you don't look anymore. It's just something that automatically happens to you, I guess. Some people, I should say.
Right, right.
But
Okay,
no,
cool, cool.
I can see somebody and be like, oh, he's handsome, because you can tell when somebody's handsome. Just because you're married doesn't mean you go blind.
That's what,
You know,
you're right, that's what I'm saying. Though, so if you married, though, I'm pretty sure.
Normal, your man, that's a woman.
Yeah,
But it all
right,
depends on where you let your mind go. Do you let it wander?
right, right, right. That's absolutely, absolutely. You feel like married couples should watch porn?
No,
Why not?
I just think. Well, number one, I think it's bad. I believe that it's like not demonic, but it's not. I don't know. It's just not something I would do. I would also not want to bring it in the room. I don't know. To me, I think if you're getting off on somebody or if you're getting hard for somebody else, that's cheating. Even if we're together in the room, I would feel uncomfortable because when I'm with somebody and I'm having relationship with that person, it's a deep connection, and I wouldn't want them thinking about another woman, while I'm in bed with them, trying to give it my all to satisfy you and to make you feel good, but yeah, you're thinking about the girl, the woman on the TV.
Uh,
Uh, it's just I wouldn't do it.
right, right, right. I mean, yeah, that porn get tricky. I mean, I'm off porn. I've been off porn the last 3 4 months. It's definitely addictive.
Mhm.
It's not reality until it's fake.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of insecurities in porn.
Mhm.
Uh, Nah, I mean, I don't agree with it though either. Uh,
But some people do it, I mean, to keep the excitement. Because, I mean, I get it. I get the concept of, people wanting to bring that in to spice it up, But I wouldn't, because I just do what I got to do to take care of business and make sure that I'm, you know,
yeah, and most couples don't make it through the 5 to 7 years. The 5 to 7 years, like really the toughest part. They say usually most marriages last about 5 to 7 years, though. You
it's
know,
hard.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially in the black community, the marriage rate is very low, and we're the most divorced. 1 out of 3 black women will get married in their lifetime.
Wow.
Yeah, it's terrible though. Yeah. Would you recommend people get like what about to say? Damn, I forgot what I was about to say just now. When vetting for a spouse though, do you feel like you know if they got like other kids or whatever with previous people, you think that's a red flag?
No, I don't think so, because something could have happened, something just, life happens and people separate. My husband, he has kids from 2 different women. My son is from my first boyfriend, that I had when I was 21. And just comes with responsibility and just being an adult, because if you're going to be with somebody and, they have kids, then you got to accept them.
Right, right. Well, y'all got a big old Brady Bunch family right there. A big old Brady Bunch family right there. That's dope, though. But I don't want to hold you too much longer. I appreciate you coming on, though.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no
it.
problem.
Yeah.
Anytime.
You got any questions you want to ask me before I let you go?
No, it was fun. Thank you.
Appreciate
Good
it.
night.
Good night.